Hello dears, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today in this tutorial with Illustrator I'm going to show you all the options which is with view menu. In previous video we used the options up to the show transparency grid. So let's start from the actual size. With actual size you can use this Ctrl plus 1. So first I'm going to draw something in artboard, and if I want to see this in actual size, so I'm going to click at that to see that in actual size. So the next option here we have this hide gradient annotator. Annotator is something a line that is available with a gradient. You can use the shortcut which is this alt plus control plus G. So first we need to apply this gradient, so I'm going to apply this gradient here. So this line is called that, so I'm going to click on this hide gradient annotator. So I'm going to click at that. As you can see, this line is not showing with this gradient, and if I want to see this line again, so I'm going to click at this show gradient annotator. So this is called the annotator line. And the next thing here we have this hide live paint gaps. But before you want to hide any live paint gaps, make sure you go to the object menu. So here we have this live paint, and with that we have this gap options. So you have to turn on this gap detection, and where you can find that live paint, you can just click right here with shape builder tool, and you can find that right here live paint bucket. And also we have this live paint selection tool which you can use. So if you want to hide this live paint gaps, so you can click at that to hide that. So the next thing here we have this show corner widget. So what is actually widget? I'm going to draw this rectangle shape. So I'm going to change the color, and you need to select this selection tool. So here we have show corner widget. If you click at that, by default it is available. This is called a widget. I can use this widget for the selected shape to round it. So this is how you can round the shape. And if I don't want to see the widgets in my rectangle shape, so I'm going to click on the view, and here I can click on hide corner widget. So now this widget is not showing me with this rectangle shape. So we have this hide edges. First we need to click on show this corner widgets. I'm going to round this, and here we need to click on hide corner widget. If you click at that, so it's going to hide the corner, not corner widgets. We don't want to actually we want to see that show. Here we need to click on hide edges, which you can use control plus edge. Let's click at that. So as you can see, the anchor which we had with this shape, now it's not showing me. But if I want to see the edges, so simple, I'm going to click on show edges, and here as you can see we have the edges for this shape. So this is how you can use this option. So here we have this smart guides. If I want to turn off this, so it's really hard to use to place your shapes or objects here, because there is no guides. As you can see, no guides is showing me on the top, on the left, and on the bottom, or I can put it right here. But we need to go to this view, and here we need to click on smart guides. You can use the shortcut which is this control plus U. So we're going to click at that. So now we have this guide. Let me see this. smart guides is available. Let's delete this. So we need to find what is snap to the grid, snap to pixel, and snap to point. Let's turn off this. Now as you can see, we have this smart guides right here. But if you turn off the smart guide, let's turn off that. So if I want to put this right here, as you can see on this corner or on the top, so there is no smart guides even in my artboard. But if you turn on this, which is smart guides, now we have this smart guides. This is really important option. We need to turn on this every time when we start to work on any design projects. So the next thing here, we have this perspective grid. So if I want to see the perspective grid, we need to click on show grid. You can use the shortcut shift plus control plus I. So I'm going to click at that. So we have this perspective grid in artboard. So let's zoom in. So I can change more options for that. So here we have this hide grid. I can click at that. And if I want to hide the rulers on that, let me just click at that again. And if I want to hide rulers, so the rulers is not going to show in perspective grid. And if I want to see the ruler, so I'm going to click at that. So the next thing with that, we have this snap to grid. You can turn on, which we have this grid for with perspective. You can unlock the grid, unlock the grid. So this is a grid, left grid, right grid, which you can use. You can unlock that. And also we have this unlock station point. You can lock at that, and you can unlock that. So here we are going to click on lock station if you want to lock that, but if you want to unlock, so simple, you can do that from here. So here we have define grid, which I can click at that. I can change all the settings for grid. So the first thing with the grid, we have the preset. If you click at this, so we have some default presets, which is this 1p dash normal view. We have this 2p dash normal view. We have this 3p dash normal view, which you can use from this preset. And if I want to create my own preset, first you need to change the settings here. Then you need to click at this preset to save right here, so you can use the settings every time you want to use the perspective grid with your design projects. So here, perspective grid settings. So the first thing, we have this type. So now we have this 3-point perspective, we have 2-point, and I'm going to change that to some points, but here I'm not going to change that. So under units, we have some units that you can change from centimeters to inches, pixels, and points. And we have a scale, which is 101, and we have more scale that you can select from here. You can click on custom as well. Grid line every, if you click on custom, let's try to click at that, so you can set the scale equal to the real world. With grid line every, you can add the grid line every if you want to. So here you can change some more settings, like you can change the viewing angle, you can change the viewing distance, you can change the horizon high, and also with third vanishing point, I can set the X, and also I can set the Y. And with grid color and opacity, I can change the left. As you can see, the left is blue, the right grid is this orange, and this horizontal grid, which is right here, this is a light green, so I can change the opacity. Now when you're done with the settings of this perspective grid, so now you need to click right here and you need to add a name. You can add like a perspective grid to your preset, and we have the list right here. You can use it whenever you want that. So with perspective grid here, we have this 1 point. Let's try to click at that. So we have this 1 point perspective. So we have this 2 point perspective as well. Let's try to click at that. So we have this 2 point, which is the default one. And also we have this 3 point perspective. You can click from here, or you can just change that from define grid. So the last thing with the perspective grid, we have this save grid as preset. If you want to save this settings with the grid as a preset, so simple, you can click at that. So we have this hide artboard. Let's try to hide that first. So we have two artboard, and if I want to hide them, so simple, I'm going to click on the view, and here we need to click on hide artboards. You can use the shortcut, which is the shift plus control plus H. So I'm going to click at that. As you can see, the artboard is now hidden. If I want to see the artboards again, so simple, I'm going to click on show artboards. So here we have this print tiling. If you add that right here and you don't want to see that, and we can do that just by go to this go to the view menu and click on hide print tiling. So you can click at that to hide that. So the next thing here, we have this hide template. You can use the shortcut, which is this shift plus control plus W. So what is actually this template? I'm going to draw this shape and I want to convert that into a template, so we need to click just right here. So now, as you can see, we have this template. I can select at that and click on OK. Now if I want to hide template, so simple, I'm going to click at that. So now this template is hidden. So this is how you can use this option. And here we have this rulers. You can use the shortcut, which is this control plus R. I can click at that to see the rulers to create my guiding lines, guidelines, or guided lines. So I can use this, but here you have to just right click. So we need to click on show guidelines, so you can see the guideline that you are going to create from the ruler. Under rulers, we have the next thing, which is change to artboard rulers. You can use the shortcut, which is this alt plus control plus R. So I'm going to click at that. As you can see, the rulers is now converted into this global. We need to click on change to global rulers, so it's going to change that to a global rulers. I can just change that to artboard rulers. And we have this show video rulers. If you want to see the video rulers, so simple, you need to click at that. So you can see this is called the video ruler. I don't want to see that, so I'm going to just click on hide video rulers. So here we have this hide text areas. So you can use the shortcut, which is this shift plus control plus Y. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to control C, control V, and I'm going to use the type tool right here, which is this area type. Let's click right here. Also, let's try to link them. So we are going to select everything, go to the type, and here we have this ready text. Let's click on create. So here we have this hide text series, so I'm going to click at that. As you can see, this is going to hide this text series. Show text series, it's going to show me. So here we have this guides. If I want to hide guides, so simple, I can use that. You can use this control plus semicolon, and I can unlock guides, I can make guides, I can release guide, I can clear guides. So how you can hide guides, you can click at that, so it's going to hide. You can just right click right here, you can show the guides from here as well. So with guides we have this unlock show. First you have to click at that, and then you have to with the guides we have this unlock guides, so you can unlock that from here as well. You can right click, so we have this unlock guides from here as well. So I'm going to click at that to unlock the guides. So as you can see now, I can cut, I can paste, I can make a copy from this, copy and paste it. So we have this make guides. How you can do that? As you can see, for lock guides we have the alt plus control plus semicolon, and for make guides we have this control plus 5. So I want to make this guides. So first you have to draw your shape, and I want to convert that into a guide, so make guides. So now it's converted to a guide. So in guides I can click on release guides as well, so you can use the shortcut, which is this alt plus control plus 5. I can click on clear guides as well. I can click on release for that, and also if I want to clear all the guides, so simple, I'm going to click on clear guides. So here we have this show grid. You can use the shortcut, which is this control plus this double quotation mark, so I can click at that to see all grids. So here we have some snap to grid, snap to pixel. So with snap to grid, if you turn on that, if you draw something, so automatically to snap to the grid. So I can use this grid for different purpose. I can create my main structure for design with the grid. I can create my custom grid to create my logo design. So grid is really important. You can use it for different purpose, and it can help you to make the base structure of your design. So for now I'm going to click on hide grid, and we have all this snapping, which you can turn on for grid. You can turn on for pixel if you want to snap to a pixel. If you want to snap to point, you can turn on that. And also we have this snap to glyph, and here we have the views that I can just let me show you how you can create that. So with this one I'm going to just click on actual size, and I'm going to create my view. So here I'm going to click on new view. You can edit the views. If you want to edit them, you can delete them. Let's try to add a new one. So we're going to click on new. So this time we're going to call that this act, and okay. Now if you change from my view or something like this, and if you want to see that view which is act, so simply you're going to get into that actual size which you save that view right here. And if I want to edit the views, simple, I'm going to click on edit views. So here I have all the views, so simple, I'm going to select that and click on delete. So I can delete that, and also I can rename it with a new name. But remember this, with this one if I want to create a new one, let's try to change this snap to pixel or snap to point and also snap to glyph. Now if I want to create a new view, new view 2, let's hit OK. Now if I'm going to click on this new view, so first I'm going to change that to this act and here I'm going to turn this snap only these two is turned on. And if I want to change that something, let's go with a new view 2. So we have that actual, but it didn't change anything like this snap to create or something like this. If you change that, if you save this again with a new view 3, and if I'm going to change that to act with this, if you turn on the snap to pixel or all the options, now let's try to change that new view 3. So no changes here with that. I can click on ACT, I can click on new view. So only the view is going to change, like if you apply that actual size. So we are done with the view menu. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and learned how to use all the rest of options with the view menu with Illustrator. And if you have any question or doubt, please let me know in the comment box of this video. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and also subscribe to the channel. So see you guys in the next video.